Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we ended up getting some surprise patch notes for Black Ops 6 and Warzone, including some new meta updates and weapon updates, various different gameplay adjustments. So quite a bit to break down here today with our March 11th update. This is just a little hotfix update, little update requires restart situation here. So no major download or anything associated with this. In theory, we shouldn't have any significant download until season 3 on April 3rd, unless something random surfaces. And of course, I'll keep you guys in the know if that happens. But yeah, whenever you go to boot up your game next for this one, it'll give you the update requires restart screen. You go through that, you'll be good to go there. So we do have one initial global update here, and that is an adjustment to the TMNT event. They've actually adjusted the end date for this to be March 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So they've extended this by a week. It was originally supposed to end on Thursday here when the St. Patrick's Day event goes live, but now it's extended all the way out to the 20th. So if you haven't gone through and completed the TMNT event yet, you have a few more days to do so with that. We then get into some multiplayer updates and zombies updates with weapons in specific here with the D13 sector. They say, we get a whole rundown on this blade launcher. Our initial design for the D13 sector ricochet blades revolved around quickly launching many high-speed blades meant to perform best blind firing into enclosed spaces. We've been following your feedback and agree that in practice, the use cases for this ammo type are too low. The ricochet blades will now do 100 damage to enable one-hit kills, and to compensate, we are lowering the fire rate and projectile speed. We think the popularity of this ammo type will see some new interest with these changes and look forward to seeing more of your cross-map kill cams in multiplayer. Also, the ricochet blades themselves, damage increase up to 100, decreased fire rate, decreased projectile velocity, improved bouncing speeds and physics there. So just a rework to how the ricochet blades work on the D13 sector. Definitely a more gimmicky weapon here that's a bit more niche and just meant for having fun, but you can do some pretty cool things with it for sure. They also say in the gunsmith, they addressed an issue that prevented the gunsmith from being accessible while in a match. That's a March 3rd update from a few days back there. We then get into some multiplayer specific updates here. Keep in mind as we are going through all the updates, all the changes here today, by the way, every single day I got you guys covered with the latest going on in COD, whether it's news, updates, meta breakdowns, it's all right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated as well. Much love to everyone who does take the time to do so. Here for multiplayer though, they say with bullets, the sliding doors are no longer going to open when shot. That was added back on the 3rd. With modes in private match infected, they addressed an issue with spawns and re-enabled the game mode in private matches. So infected was completely removed from the game in private matches for a few days there, but that is now fully back, which is nice to see. With perks here for tracker, they removed the unintentional outline effect when ADS pinging enemies. That was added back on the 3rd. Why do we got so many March 3rd updates? With challenges, D13 sector addressed an issue that would prevent the fast times camo challenge. That's huge there. I know I've seen a lot of people wondering what's going on with that. So that's been fully updated with UI tracked and near completion challenges are now sorted by completion percentage, also added back on the 3rd. Then we get into some zombies updates here on maps. On Citadel, addressed an issue where the Guardian could sometimes bypass Dying Wish in the down state when attacking. And with weapons, they addressed an issue that prevented the overheat meter from displaying when using the belt-fed LMG magazine attachment. There's also a known issue here. The overheat meter UI will appear when equipping the Beam Smasher Wonder Weapon, and that'll be removed in a subsequent update. So we've got that to look forward to on the horizon. So that does it for the multiplayer and zombies changes. We also have some Warzone specific updates as well that are pretty interesting. So here again for Tuesday, March 11th with events here, TMNT adjusted all the way out to the 20th. So you've got a few extra days for that. With weapon updates here, some interesting ones right out of the gate. The Super 46, been a pretty popular weapon because of its mobility as of late. They did nerf some movement here, which I'm a little bit bummed by. The Super short barrel, sprint speed benefit reduced by half essentially. It's only 4% instead of 8% now. And then on the Rescue 9 stock, sprint speed benefit reduced from 4% to 8%. So the Super is no longer going to be as fast as it was before today. Now, it's still going to be very fast, and you can still stack more mobility attachments on this using something like a jack slash underbarrel or something. So if you want just purely a movement SMG, you can still rock the Supri. It's just not going to be as crazy fast as it was prior to today's update. So a little bit bummed they're nerfing the fun there. I think that's kind of an L. Luckily, it's not like a major nerf, but it is something that's going to be decently noticeable and does probably take it away from being as crazy as it was for the past couple of weeks. With melee's MW2 and MW3 melees, the attack sprint speed is now the same as the Black Ops 6 melee. So if you have a specific melee you like from Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, you can use that now without being disadvantaged from a competitive standpoint. Then again, on the D13 sector with the ricochet blades here, increase the damage up to 100, decrease the rate of fire and the projectile velocity, then also improved those bouncing speeds and physics there. So some interesting weapon updates with this one. We also got to go through because we have a brand new teaser for season 3 stemming directly from Treyarch as well. So earlier on today, Treyarch tweeted this, quote, "Personal log, Edward Richtofen recording, #zombies," and we get the image here for Project Janus dated 2/8/1991 in the motor court of what is presumably a mansion. This has been the rumored DLC 3 or third map for zombies this year. Certainly looks like a mansion here with a nice little courtyard, very fancy looking if I do say so myself. But what's interesting here, besides the fact that we do essentially get a confirmation that mansion is going to be the DLC 3 map, is that we're already seeing this teaser and this announcement, right? It is March 11th, season 3 is not dropping until April 3rd, so we're like 3 weeks out essentially from seeing this season, and we're already seeing official season 3 marketing that's not just for Dansk, which is going to be the main thing for this season, but for zombies specifically, likely means that this is going to be a launch map for season 3. Initially, we sort of speculated that, hey, Verdansk is going to be the big thing for season 3. They probably want to have all eyes on that. I wouldn't be surprised if mid-season update is heavily focused on multiplayer and zombies, as not to take away from Verdansk at launch, and that way they can sort of focus and shift everyone towards Warzone and towards the Verdansk return. But considering we're already seeing these teasers for Mansion in DLC 3, this would indicate that this is going to be a launch map, presumably. Now, it's still possible maybe they're just trying to build some hype for zombies and show some love there, since obviously Warzone and Verdansk has been the main focus for a lot of the past couple of days and weeks, right? So really interesting here that we're getting this early. This also means that now, in the coming days and weeks, since we have 3 weeks to go until season 3 now, instead of just 1 week as we initially thought at this point, we could be seeing more and more marketing surface way earlier on than we typically see for a seasonal update. There's been a lot of leaks and rumors saying, that season 3 is probably going to be the biggest season for Black Ops 6 this year in terms of content across multiplayer, featuring a ton of 6v6 maps, zombies now with DLC 3 and Mansion, and then obviously Warzone with the return of Verdansk and all the classic weapons and everything going on there. So a lot to, be on the lookout for here in the next few days and weeks. Obviously, as anything is posted, revealed, or leaked, I'll be covering all that stuff right here as soon as it happens. So if you want to guarantee you are in the know for absolutely everything going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated. But that is going to wrap things up for this one. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.